Tēnā koutou katoa. I am Moana Iruera, the Chief Executive Officer of Ngāpuhi Iwi Social Services, here with Sharon Armstrong, our team leader for Mahuru, Remand and Youth Services. We take our submission as read. NISS passionately oppose and strongly reject this bill that will do severe damage for Ngāpuhi, Tamariki and whānau and all tai tamariki that it touches, many of those we work with. If enacted, it will separate more Ngāpuhi tai tamariki from their whakapapa, which we know is a protective factor, stigmatise our tai tamariki as YSO, young serious offenders, a deeply traumatising and dehumanising term, gives police and courts more power to issue more severe punishments and detention authority for use of reasonable physical force. What is reasonable force? Implements punitive rather than therapeutic, restorative solutions that are evidenced to work. More Ngāpuhi tai tamariki will be sent to boot camps, proven and evidenced not to work. NISS has worked with these tai tamariki and whānau engaged in care and youth justice systems for over 30 years. We see the reality for these tai tamariki who are facing challenges, they suffer trauma and hardship in their lives that tamariki should not have to bear. The bill will significantly negatively impact the well-being of Ngāpuhi, Tamariki and whānau. As at 30th of April, 827, a quarter of all Māori, Ngāpuhi, wa mokopuna and care whakapapa to Ngāpuhi. We know, evidence shows us, that a high proportion of tamariki in state care then go into the youth justice system and then into the justice pipeline. Compared with young people who have no record with child services, child welfare, care experienced tamariki are 15 times more likely to end up with a corrections record by the time they are 19. So, are these tamariki serious offenders? No, they are not. They are children. They are young people who had suffered trauma, violation of tapu and mana, who have been failed by the care system put in place to protect them, who need restorative, therapeutic, cultural interventions. The Commission of Inquiry into Historic Abuse and Care evidenced this over and over again, and we must listen and implement what survivors, what children and young people have told us. NISS has solutions that are evidenced to work.
Kia ora Moana. Mahuru Remand Program provides a unique Ngāpuhi-led community-based remand program, supported by experienced Ngāpuhi mentors and specialist caregivers, matua atawhai. I'm about to outline some differences between our Mahuru Remand Program and the military style academies, aka boot camps. Mahuru prioritises Māori culture, values and practices, fostering a sense of belonging and identity that is crucial for rehabilitation and reducing reoffending. Boot camps, however, often disregard cultural backgrounds, potentially alienating youth and hindering positive change. Mahuru emphasises keeping young people connected to their whānau, hapu and community, recognising the vital role these support systems play in their lives. Boot camps, however, isolate youth, severing these crucial ties and making reintegration into society far more difficult. Mahuru provides access to mentors who whakapapa te Ngāpuhi, who provide guidance, support and positive role models for teina on remand. This contrasts sharply with the often harsh and confrontational environment of boot camps, which can be counterproductive for vulnerable youth. Mahuru prioritises whakapapa and connection with a focus on rehabilitation and reintegration into the community through mana-enhancing activities and skill development. Boot camps often focus on punishment and discipline, with limited emphasis on addressing the underlying causes of offending. Mahuru addresses the holistic well-being of young people, including their emotional, mental and spiritual needs. Boot camps typically focus on physical discipline, often neglecting these other crucial aspects of well-being. In summary, evidence suggests that kaupapa Māori approaches like Mahuru can be far more effective in reducing reoffending rates compared to traditional, often punitive methods like boot camps. These approaches foster long-term positive change rather than short-term behavioural modification. Kia ora koutou.
Tēnā koroa, thank you both for making that submission this morning. We are at
Sorry,
time.
we don't have time to ask you any questions about a program that does work
Questions are through the
versus one that
chair.
has no evidence that it
Okay.
works.
Uh,
Sorry, you reduced to 5 minutes.
Thank you for making a submission this morning.